Hello and welcome to HiGPS. Today we have a game for you, which is from ETF2L Nations Cup. It's Ukraine versus France. Ukraine in the blue and France in the red, and I say we, I have another person here.
It is the voices in his head, dual personality, GPS.
Apparently my microphone can pick up those voices in my head.
Well, yeah, so I'm really happy. I'm Kip. I'm happy to join you here on this match between Ukraine and France. It is this quarterfinals for the Highlander Nations Cup, as you mentioned. It's actually the third map of this match. The first match was Lakeside, and that went to Ukraine. Second map was Converge, and that went to France. So this is the decider map for this match.
Yes, so right now we're seeing Team Ukraine being a bit aggressive here and taking the first point and pushing very far forward here.
Absolutely, look at this medic and demo just pushing forward into the middle choke, actually. They have that Uber, so they have that confidence right there that they can pop it at any time. But will they be able to hold on to it is a question.
I tried to hold on to the high ground on the left side of the map, but the red team was just pushing through there with their combo, consisting of the heavy, the demo, and the medic, and the pyro, and the sniper in the back. So both Ubers were popped. Red is going to come out on top of that Uber as Bobo takes down Pashy. No more medic for blue team for a while.
Yeah,
and they're gonna be
blue is just way overextended there.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we're gonna run halfway into their spawn, just see if there's no people we can kill, and then they all come clustered together, and they're like, oh, right. But Pashy is back up now, and he's building that Uber charge. Both medics are running standard Uber, no crits shenanigans in this game, as far as I know. As of yet.
As of yet, yeah. Gotta say, I love the sentry position by Mista right here. The engineer wrangling a mini sentry on the cliff. Mini sentry wrangled on Viaduct is so good. Some may say it's OP. I say it gives the engineer a fighting chance to do something.
Yeah. Engineer is probably the underdog out of any class during the Highlander mix-up.
Absolutely.
Especially like on payload, it's cart duty.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stuff like that. So yeah, it's
but
good
if we
to
look right here,
see the engineer actually being able to do viable stuff. And Mr. Cross takes down Flower, which is actually running the Vita sauce. I guess his strategy is to die.
Did not want to die right there, though. I guarantee he's not happy about that. Apache is going to have a huge Uber advantage, pushing in left right now. Blue doesn't have the point yet. They're just pushing red back, and France is actually falling back. And right now would be the time to make a joke about the stereotype of French surrendering.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that because
we're above that, right?
Yes. In this first take, we are.
This is totally the first take.
Nice shot there by Flippy, as he wasn't able to get the kill, but it did some damage. Making people nervous as a sniper slow is a good choice, but also snipers are fairly good against mini-sentries. Because this is a competitive play, you don't have that damage spread, so you do the same amount of damage for most weapons at most distances. So such as snipers, body shot will only do 50 damage instead of, between, what is it, 39 and 50, over 50 something. And mini sentry actually just has 100 health, so if you just body shot the sentry twice, it's dead.
I'm not sure if that's body shotting, more like electronic leg shotting.
Circuit shooting.
Circuit shooting, there you go. New term. Heard it here first, Kips.
Yeah.
So Ukraine has still control of the midpoint, although France is trying to make a run on it now. Mr. Cross takes down Damp on the point, so Spy versus Spy. Spy will win.
Yeah, that's a good
coming up. France coming up on the right and actually doing a great job pushing Ukraine back. They will be able to cap mid right here.
And
Uber popped.
Pla pla, which is the French word for plat plat, actually jumps on a sticky bomb and dies as a soldier. That's not what you're doing. He's rocking a direct hit. So I guess he's pretty fed up with fat men and sentries, because that's what it's good against.
Yeah, not a bad idea. I kind of like that idea for this, especially in Highlander play. Soldier, can really be almost a support class instead of one of those main classes.
Flippy takes down the other sniper, so sniper advantage for blue team for at least 1/2 of a second before he gets immediately slaughtered by the Devilman Blade. And oh, nice reflex there by the pyro from France. And then he goes down to a body shot from Flippy. That wasn't bad after all.
We're seeing great position sentry positioning from Mista, getting that high ground, and he's not getting the kills, he's not even getting the assists, but he is being a pest, and that definitely something that you love to see from your engineers instead of being passive.
Yeah. Engineer's actually on the point now, and he's like, "Here, come on, guys, howdy, partner, gets on the point and cap this." Yeah, yeehaw or something. I don't know what they say.
That's yeah, yeehaw is about right. Yippee-ki-yo is also acceptable. But France now taking position of the of mid right here.
And Flip
pushing forward
doing a ton
bit.
of damage. Actually took down an overhealed Demo Man all by himself.
Wow.
So being a bit of a boss scout right there.
Impressive work. Scouts can be so useful on a Viaduct, and so pretty OP almost, because they have so much room to run and a lot of flanking opportunities. Especially with Highlander, it's really easy to lose sight of where those scouts are, and then they can just sneak up behind you and get that medic pick whenever.
Yeah. But of course the counter to scouts is sentries, because regardless of sentry type, sentries are always good against scouts because sentries don't move. And nice headshot there by Kimsey taking out Flippy, so no more sniper for France for at least a little while, as Uber is popped for France right now on a Pyro. It's going to be taking down Blade in the house there. And then we're going to be giving the last remaining of the Uber for the Heavy, as counter Uber is popped and the Heavy is on fire. Both Heavies on fire, and oh, nice air blast save there by the Ukrainian Pyro.
Yeah, but right now Ukraine has to get on the point right here because there's only 3 seconds left. Oh, for France, and actually Daft getting 2K right there on the point. It does a huge play for his team. France is going to be able to push forward and probably be able to defend this. I'm going to call first round to France right here.
Yeah, France hold it pretty good. Well, so once Hero Soldier not able to get the job done, first round goes to France.
So great round right there.
Anti-surrender, if you can call it.
Also known as a win.
Yeah.
So doing some nice work. Ukraine also doing great work. These teams are very evenly matched, which is fun to see.
Yes. So we have Abra being the first on the point here. It's going to go for the Demo Man, but he gets in the air and then gets taken out by a spy and some fire.
Worst way to die.
So he's actually the first one down. First on the point, first to die, but France has some really low players, and down goes the sniper for France.
Right, France is really hurt right now, and Ukraine is taking advantage of that, pushing far forward, but actually ASK, their Heavy getting exploded with that direct hit. Papa, you know, taking advantage of it, doing what it does best.
French Demo Man floating in the air and not being taken out by a sniper. That was kind of unlucky there by the sniper, but anyway. They have like this little dispenser here, and you can just look that their team is like really just centering around that dispenser, getting that extra ammo and the heal that they need, giving the medic like a slight little break before they're going to push onto here, and Ukraine does not have that. And oh, a nice stab there by Daft, taking out Pashy, and he drops the Uber. Ooh, does not want to feel too good about that, Kip.
No GPS, but you know what? Perfect timing on the Uber from France right there. They're able to take advantage of that medic drop, and just pushing out really well right there, and able to keep hold of that point, or actually cap it for the first time this round, and then now time is ticking down.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, like taking advantage of an Uber drop is pretty easy if your medic is alive. That it's just at any point in time just attack, because they will die faster than you do. So it's always important to do that once you get the big picks like Demo Man, Heavy, Medic, and like the crucial picks you need for it to make a good push. And right now the medic is not with the blue Heavy. So Ukraine doesn't have their medic with them currently, so they're just kind of holding forward, just waiting for their medic to come.
Oh, Mr. Cross comes in, gets a nice backstab on Bobo, the Heavy for France, and without that Heavy weapons man, Ukraine comes in and recaps mid.
Crazy Demo Man action here from Ukraine's Demo Man. Blade just jumps across everything.
And then jumps back.
And then he jumps back. He jumps in and jumps out. You know, that's a good way to do it. First of all, they will not really know where it came from because you're no longer there. And
you also don't overstay your welcome.
Pyrogen, being a boss here of Spy Check, just saving his team from the pesky spies as much as he can. And Pashy being really low on health there. Hi, an Uber low on health. That's not a combo I like, Kip.
No, that is probably the worst combo. But he retreated. He's got 90%, but
yeah,
not
Ukraine
able to push.
pushing in here with an Uber and a buff banner, but the Heavy is nowhere near the Soldier as they only hit a target once during that entire buff banner. It's a bit unlucky there as there is a Liberty Launcher versus Dark Hit and nobody's hitting anything at the moment. And oh, nice stab there by Daft taking out Escua.
Yeah, Def had some great positioning right there, just waiting for ESK to turn his back.
And Excellent is utilizing the common strategy on public servers, which is crouching all the teleporter, makes it go faster.
It's
No, it doesn't make you go faster.
scientifically
No.
proven.
So,
Scientifically proven to do absolutely nothing. So Flua, the French medic, has 100% Uber right now. He's very far back. We'll see if they decide to push with this. I would absolutely recommend it because Pesci is close to getting that Uber. If they can manage to make him drop, they will have a significant advantage.
so Ukraine is looking pretty strong this round. They have all their heavy classes together except the soldier, which is off somewhere. And they actually pop into the France here. I'm not sure if this is a mistake or not, because usually when you're on the defending position, you wait for them to come onto you. And especially in Uber versus Uber, you kind of just counter Uber their Uber. So they actually burnt their Uber first, and oh, nice backstab there by Gaff, taking out Pesci, giving France another lead once again in terms of Uber.
Yeah, and they really have to take advantage of this and push onto mid. They do not have the point right now. Actually, just lost X on their demo. So that's going to get that much harder to push onto mid. Flowo's got over 50%, so he's not going to want to risk too much right here. But you know, as soon as I say that, he comes out. So, France does need to move though, because less than a minute left. Oh, Bobo going down to a nice headshot from, oh no, Blade took him down.
Nice headshot there by Flippy taking down, no, not Flippy, it was Kenzai taking out the demo man Exxon for France. That was an excellent shot. That was like jumping around, I was like, you can't hit me, and he was like, yes I can, and then you shot him. Uber popped here on Bobo. Let's see if he's able to do that damage he needs to do from France, and he barely doesn't get a sniper. No, they're just gonna go back and cap the point. And they have to hold it for 1 minute and 52 seconds of a total.
That is going to be quite the task, because Ukraine has shown themselves to be very aggressive, very, again, oh, here we go, look at them barely getting the Uber and then just popping it immediately to push back France.
They have their heaviest classes together. The demo and the heavy is, of course, the classes in Highlander that does the most damage. So the heavy is just going to go here and chase them away, and they're going to recap the point here. So France only has about 20 seconds to recapture and hold this.
Definitely feasible, but especially when Mista again has this great sentry positioning. Oh, it does go down. And he goes down too. Nice headshot from Kenzie. That's actually pretty big right there.
Like, if you're going to kill our engineer, I'll kill your engineer and your sniper.
Eye for an eye, and then a two.
No, not sniper. What is it? He killed something.
But here comes France. They're in overtime. Ukraine not able to get on the point. Oh, Pesci was super overextended right there, so he goes down, not be able to heal his team as they try to defend, and here comes a French Uber. They're doing a lot of damage right here.
And here's the thing about overtime. As long as you have some capture time on the point, you will still have overtime. And France pushing like a bunch of bossa nerd ballers that they are, just taking the point and just showing like, yeah, now you have to get it. Good luck. And they have the dispenser going up behind the little fence behind the rock there. So they're going to be able, well, the dispenser goes down immediately, I have to say that. But that's a good spot. You will see the engineer building it. He immediately rebuilds it.
That's the way to do it.
They popped the buff banner, but the soldier gets immediately slaughtered. And the demo man from France is doing a lot of work, doing that damage with the stickies, and he goes down to a headshot from Kenzai. As France has a really, really good Uber lead, as they have full Uber, and Pesci is still dead. And
yeah, got that 100%. We'll see if they.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just thinking that maybe they're going to hold this until the last second, until Ukraine decides to push in. Actually, Ukraine pushing in a little bit right now. Probably not necessary to pop yet. Only 30 seconds left, though. Time is ticking. Ukraine's got to get on the point. We're
seeing a bit of a different style here, though, from France than Ukraine. What Ukraine does when they have the advantage, they just continue pushing, like overextending to the other side of the map. Oh, nice backside there by Cross, taking out Exxon. But you see France, they're like, yeah, we have Uber. We've had it for quite a while. We're just going to hang back here and defend and wait for you to attack. We're not going to bother doing anything. And then as the if Ukraine tries to make a push here, they just Uber, and there's no way Ukraine can cap this.
So there we go. France takes it 2-0 with a very close round, but I can't believe they held that point for a minute 50 seconds. Yeah. Very impressive.
So currently it's the first 3. And currently match point to France, and if France win, they're going to be knocking out Ukraine, I think, in the leagues, as far as I know. They're definitely going to be advancing. France is going to be advancing if they win this. So I bet Ukraine is really feeling the pressure now as it is match point and everything.
Absolutely. So that means they may be even more aggressive, which is dangerous because they, as you say, when they do have control of the point and they are defending, they have overextended a little bit, which might have cost them the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, and I always mention that being aggressive is always really good, but it's not the kind of aggression where this is kind of like forced aggression. It's like if you're not aggressive, you will lose. Is the kind of aggression they're being forced into here by France, because if they're not aggressive, they're going to win, and if they're being forced to being aggressive, they just play into France's hands and they just do whatever with them. Because France is comfortable just sitting back and defending, and it doesn't seem Ukraine is as comfortable doing that.
Here comes a pop, Uber pop from Ukraine in response to the red pop from France. No, actually, France popped later. Sorry about that. And this heavy is just pushing forward, but the buff banner is popped, or called, so he is gonna get out of there as soon as possible. Meanwhile, nobody has capped the point. It is still 3 minutes for each team.
The Bobo was a bit unfocused there. I guess he was attacking. He's like, yeah, we're gonna attack and we're gonna kill something, but he wasn't really focused firing down anything. So he just left a lot of Ukrainian players half dead, but not completely dead, and then he died himself. A bit unlucky there.
Half dead is still half alive.
As a flip, it's just being a good scout and annoying and taking out the sniper before he eventually goes down to some pistol fire from a Spoy.
Was that spy in Norwegian?
No, it's Spoy. That's if you watch YouTube videos, you know the great YouTube videos, you know that. It's fun.
Okay. You don't know the song "Call Me Maybe," so
yeah, so we're even.
Alright, so France has control of the point, and again we're just seeing the same thing, holding this really defensive position. Ukraine able to come in and take advantage of that back position.
And this Ukrainian soldier going all willy-nilly and actually just getting the sniper there, overextending and then getting himself immediately killed. Not the best position here, because right now Ukraine has the point. And let's see if they're going to be doing this Ukrainian aggression that we've been seeing earlier, that they kind of like wait for their heavy to join their demo and their pyro, and then they're just going to go attack regardless if they are if they have the point or not. And nice headshot there by Kenzai. Excellent headshot.
Ooh.
Uber is popped on the demo.
Medic was forced into that. He popped it when he wasn't even on anyone, so trying to push forward now, make the most of that Uber. Kenzie getting Mista again, the engineer, so Mista's gotta be frustrated about that because that's at least 2 or 3 times right there. But again, that means a center gun will not be wrangled, so that allows Ukraine to hold onto the point for a little bit longer.
Medic goes down to backstab. Courtesy of Death, Quack. I think that's the name of the symbol behind his name. So that's official now, that's how you say Quack.
Alright, sounds good to me.
You write a duck.
Pesci going down, and Red just taking advantage of a really good job of taking advantage right there and pushing forward, able to cap the point. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, though. Actually, both teams have quite a bit of time left to hold on to the point, so we'll see if they... Well, someone's going to obviously do it. We'll see which team it is.
This is a good position Daff is in right now. He's currently just waiting from one of the chokes and waiting for one of them to go ahead, and the heavy goes ahead, and he spots the heavy, and let's see, he's going to go for the heavy now. Let's see if he can get the push in. Oh, he actually gets the face stab on the heavy. Ooh. He was actually in front of the heavy, and I think he stabbed him in the knee, and then, you know, just magically just flicked his hand around into his back and then killed him, so... UA not going to be feeling too good about that one.
Nope, and right now we're here definitely seeing the difference between these two teams. Floa, the French medic, has 100% Uber. They are defending, but they are not pushing. They are content to sit back here and wait for Ukraine to push into them. Whether that's a good idea right now, I don't know, because Pesci does have 100% Uber, and Blue is going to be pushing in very soon. Here is the pop from Blue. They pop way too soon, though, so France is going to be in a great position right here to defend.
Yeah, so Ukraine is kind of trying to be like, hey, surprise, we're invulnerable, and then just France enters. Yes, we are as well.
Yeah. Yes, we have also been alive for a minute and have worked up that Uber.
Exactly. It's kind of like you go to a party and there's someone wearing the same outfit as you, but they arrived earlier than you. But you didn't notice until later in the party? That's kind of how that feels like. It's like, oh,
yeah,
right.
Pretty, yeah, exactly. But actually, Ukraine able to take it despite popping too early. They do capture mid and working down the time, minute 35 left for
and
them.
I really like the constant aggression we're seeing from Ava, the blue soldier here from Ukraine. He's just putting on constant pressure on the red to a more or lesser effective, you know, result, but he's actually putting in a lot of work. He's usually the guy on his team that's always been in the front and seeing everything, and he's like, I'm going to be the most aggressive one, and he's just been taking the high ground like a boss. A bit unfortunate that he's using the current loadout, because I feel he could have done a lot more damage if he just used the regular rocket launcher, because the Liberty launcher that he has only has 3 rockets, while the regular one has 4.
Absolutely, you're definitely taking a hit right there when you're using that in Highlander. I'm not sure I agree with that, but
yeah, it's...
I'm not a soldier.
It's like doing slightly less damage, slightly faster. Is basically the essence of the Liberty launcher here. So he's going to be going on here, and let's see. France is currently holding, and they have the dispenser behind the rocks there, going up behind the fence.
You know what I'd like to see right now is Pashy go crits. Because all of red is gathered around the dispenser like a water cooler. You know, one crit sticky, and that destroys the water cooler party. So I think Pashy should really switch to crits right now, and since they are so eager to pop early and to kind of surprise the French team, they should really use crits for that. There's absolutely no reason they're not.
Yeah. And
and Pashy goes down to Bobo, so
yeah, and
this
actually,
could be the opportunity.
Yeah. And about the crit screen, usually in King of the Hill maps you see both medics go crit screen, because King of the Hill is all about survival and killing the enemy, which is 2 sides of the same thing. And it's kind of weird to see both medics going that regular Uber, but I guess none of them is going to take the chance of like eventually getting killed while trying to crits people. With Uber, you're guaranteed not to die for those
Absolutely
8 seconds, unless you get blasted off the edge and fall into lava or something. But there's no lava and cliffs on Viaduct as far as I know.
So we're in overtime as France holds onto the point. If they can work this time, the blue time down on the point, they're going to be able to take this last round and take the match and take it on to the next level in this tournament. Blue does not want to let that happen, but oh man, France pulls it out in the end.
So GG is being called, France being the victor. The anti-surrender happened here.
Also known as a win.
Yes. I bet all the
All right,
Brits
so
watching
great.
are like laughing. They're like, oh, French jokes. Yeah, we like those.
A great match. It was much closer than 3-0 makes it seem, because Ukraine really...
That can often be like a very confusing result, like a 3-0. Like, oh, you won 3-0, but like every point France got was really, really close. So great match.
Yeah.
Exceptional engineer play. I mean, those engineers were just
Yes.
hauling ass and just kicking ass is what they were doing with those annoying guns. So thank you so much for casting.
Yep, I've had fun. Thanks for Mista turning me onto this game. He was one of the engineers, so now I know why.
Alright, so after that awkward silence, we'll see you later. You want to plug your
I'm
channel?
sorry, I heard the ice cream machine. I'm gonna have to go. We gotta cut this.
Bye.
I mean the ice cream truck. Do you guys have those in Norway?
Yes.
Alright, then you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Alright,
Bye.
bye.